Hi, my name is Daria. I'm from Radio Aristocrats from Kiev.
Hello there. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's Chris, yes.
Nice to meet you. For me, it's a big honor and a great pleasure to ask you a couple questions before the show, what we are waiting for 14th of November. And first question I'm about to ask you is, I'm wondering about your impressions from your tour, which you are in right now.
It's wonderful. You know, it's hard work. Touring is quite hard work. It's quite physically demanding, but the reward is so much that you can't really not enjoy it. You know, there's so many wonderful interactions with great people, and I mean, it's the most social I am in my life, because I'm not very outgoing. But in touring mode and when I'm on stage or when I'm connecting with the crowd, it's very deep, and it's the closest to a religious experience I would ever come. You know, I'm not religious, but it's definitely a deep, rewarding feeling to connect with so many people and for them to understand the music and to love the music. So it's wonderful, you know, it's great.
That sounds really good, thank you. And if was some interesting stories or curious situations during the first part of your tour?
Oh, it's pretty straightforward, actually, so far. We're quite quickly going through cities, so we don't really have much time to do anything. It's literally get in the club, get working, get on stage, get off, have some food, get in the bus, sleep, get up.
And I'm about to continue because I have your first answer, and I want to keep going. So my next question is gonna be, I'm want to ask you what you are expecting from Ukraine this time, because I know that you are not the first time in Kiev, and each single show is a great celebration, like in all city, and probably you expecting something from your fans, because as you know, we have already sold out for the first gig.
Yes, that's really wonderful. We're really looking forward to it. It's always a pleasure to play there. It's something about the intensity of the fans. I mean, IAMX fans everywhere are quite similar, so I can't just say that the Ukrainians are the best, because I think it's more about the fact that they're IAMX fans, and the attitude that comes along with that is very special. And that combined with the Ukrainian fire is wonderful. So we expect the usual intense energy and emotional overload. I think we're close on the second show too, so we expect to have two amazing shows, I hope, if all goes well, fingers crossed.
Okay, thank you. And talking about your last EP, what you're about to bring to the show, if it's going to be if fans going to be able to buy your EP on vinyl and some merch?
Yes, we have everything with us. I think we have new, shiny, cool merch. The EP should be available there too, I think, and some of the old albums, and yeah, it should all be available at the show itself.
Okay, and the question about the show, so you're going to play there the EP and your previous songs, and what's going to be as this special effects and surrounding?
Well, we've got a new kind of light show with the usual visuals, of course. The lights are very specifically theatrical, made for the show. It's a bit more intimate. We've got the same people on stage John Siren on drums, Sammy Dole on keyboards, and Janine Gazang on keyboards and vocals, and me, of course. And it's the usual thing. I mean, there are times when I do some kind of experimental things with live keyboards, and you know, if I'm feeling really good, if the crowd are really good, then I'll do a special song for them. That really depends on the feeling of the night. So I do have some things prepared, but it's down to the crowd. So I'll leave it to them.
If it's going to be any surprises, we should be ready for.
Then it wouldn't be a surprise. You have to wait.
And wondering what's your plans, like how many cities is going to be after the Kiev, and what's your plans after the tour?
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry, you got broken up.
Oh, sorry. So the question was about your plans about after the tour.
After the tour, I'm going to have a nice long rest over the Christmas and holidays, and then quite soon, maybe a month after that, I'm probably going to be starting on something very special, which I've already mentioned. It's probably going to be an acoustic record. It's something that I've been thinking about for many years, but I've never actually done it. So this would be the time. An acoustic record, just me and a guitar. So we'll see how that goes. I'll probably be playing old songs, some new songs, and then we might release that next year.
So we have to wait, and we have to be ready for it. And the next question I'm about to ask you is about going back to your EP. It was very successful, and it was very unexpected, especially for me, because the material, what I used to see there, was very new and very special. So how it comes?
How does it come? Well, that EP was really an extension of the Metanoia album. I wrote those songs when I wrote Metanoia, but they weren't complete, and I had too many songs for the album. So I kind of wanted to finish it off, complete it somehow, because that album was a very personal representation of my own life and the struggles that I was going through then with depression and insomnia, and I wanted this EP to kind of put an end to that period, to that time of my life. So really, it's just an extension of that, and the sound was a little bit rougher, a bit more in your face, a bit rawer than Metanoia. Really, that's it. Just kind of completing that era with the same kind of sound. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And if we're about to wait some visuals for your EP, if you're planning to make some video,
there's already a video for a song called "The Void."
Yes, we already seen him.
Yes, that's a combination of the videos that I've made and some IAMX videos. It's like a retrospective of the last 6 years and how I have grown and how I felt, and that song is very much a kind of a completion of that time. The same with the video. So there is that video out there, and it'd be great if you could send people to go and see that. But I think new visuals will come probably in the new year with the acoustic album.
We're gonna wait for them Really. Are you planning to make some video from the show, what you're planning in Kiev? Are you about to take some chronics and to put in some big live or...
That's interesting. We are thinking about doing that, actually, and particularly in Kiev. It's a nice venue and the crowd is great. So we may set that up. A lot of people are asking for a DVD of the live show, and we've never really done that. So it would be a special thing to do. We just need to organize it and get our shit together. So we're going to try and do that, yes.
So I want to tell you that fans are really looking forward it, and probably it's going to be a really great present for all your fans in Ukraine to see his shining face and eyes on the live video.
Wonderful. I hope so.
Yes, and we're looking forward to it. And thank you for the time. And we're waiting for you in Ukraine. Like, we have already sold out, and we are planning to have a great 2 nights of your show. Thank you so much. We're waiting for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.